This is Deborah Atkinson, and you're listening to Flipping 50, where I address your top questions and the things you struggle with most so you can have more energy and less decision fatigue about what to eat, how to move, and you can change your thoughts to flip 50 with the life and the energy you love in this second half. And today is all about better exercise results. That does not mean more exercise. Wouldn't we all like better exercise results? Traditionally, that meant more time, more repetitions, more sets, more speed, more something. The question isn't whether you're exercising or not, or you're exercising enough or not. It's whether you're doing the right things so that it really makes a difference. It's so much like running a business that I can't help but compare business and fitness. The question for a business owner isn't whether you're busy or not. It's whether you're spending your time in the best activities or whether you're productive or not. Are you prioritizing your time optimally? I've observed so many times in myself and other managers and fitness professionals a lot of busy work. There are people who will constantly be working, and they're working hard as they possibly can. They may be in the wrong position for them. The problem is that they don't see clearly what their time should be spent doing to make them more productive, not just busy. For most of us, there are a very few needle movers, and the rest could probably be eliminated or at the very least delegated to somebody else. So if we're talking about your body, an exercise you can do, it's not that you can delegate that to somebody else, but it probably is that it may not be quite as important. I don't believe in time management, and I'm betting you're the same. By the time you reach middle life, you realize time doesn't bow down to our management of it. We can only manage the energy that we have. We can manage the focus and the ability to concentrate. When I work with women entrepreneurs or administrators, we don't focus on the list of things that has to get done. We focus on the biggest priority items, those that get the needle moved the most in the direction we want it to go in. When we've got them defined, then it's a matter of defining the best time for focus, concentration, and uninterrupted attention on those tasks. Any of us can be busy. We can be well-intentioned, but if we were just in action without a plan, if you weren't the boss of your own business or department, you'd probably be gone pretty soon, right? What if someone were paying you based on outcome and transformation, and at the end of the month or quarter, you hadn't made any changes in the bottom line? And maybe you're exhausted. Even so, sometimes that's acceptable if there's some evidence of the prerequisite actions that have to happen first before the big outcome can be in place. So let's look at your fitness activities and outcomes as if you were running the business of you. And by the way, you are. What transformation do you want? If I'm the business owner or an investor in a business, I'm concerned with the profit, not just the total numbers. Now, all that said, let's make sure we're on the same page. I'm going to go off on a little tangent here because I am flipping 50 is a business. So we're only talking about businesses that have an important mission statement. There's a need and there's demand, and the business is serving people in a way that changes and improves, ideally, the quality of life. That's the goal of flipping 50. So I want to be totally transparent here. I am running a business. this podcast is a part of that business. And yes, it's because I have purpose and a mission that gets me up every day. I also have a family and responsibilities to them and a life to live that I love. Bottom line is important. Profit margin is more important. I can't be spending just as much as I'm making. That just isn't sustainable. The more I make, the more good I can do with it by hiring other women, by supporting the fitness industry with conference presentations that remove me from being available in my business. That giving back requires that I'm making money so I can do it. Where do you come in here? If I can transition back out of this tangent, well, first, if you're in a business or you're starting one, you need to embrace the power of the good you can do if you're doing well and wise in your business. Second, your body is your business. Your energy and well-being are your profit. The confidence you gain if you look and you feel your best are your profit. Women in general, not all, have a hard time with profit. Just like money isn't bad when it's used for good, feeling good, looking good, spending time to care for yourself isn't bad when it's used for good. Weight, though, is not your real bottom line. Your body composition and your energy, ability to focus, concentrate, and physically to do all the things you both need and want to do are a better profit margin to look at. Signs and symptoms of good health now and for your future include the quality and quantity of your sleep, your digestion, a lack of gas, bloating, constipation, or diarrhea, the ability to handle stress, energy to do all you want to do, lack of cravings, a good appetite, good satiety, glowing skin, muscle tone and definition, you're at your ideal size and weight, lack of medications, no addictions to sugar, caffeine, exercise, alcohol. Take the quiz of healthy habits of women who flip 50 successfully. It's on the homepage at flipping50.com. That's all spelled out words, not numbers, and no spaces. Flipping50.com. It's a simple PDF. It's not interactive and sexy or electronic, but it's for you to do right now. And then to take again after a few weeks when you've focused on one or two of those items that you can tweak, that most likely you're already doing, you just need to change for the better. The reason you do something may not be at all the reason you think you do something. And here's an example. Asking yourself, what are you really hungry for? If you have cravings, emotional eating, it may be that instead of a real desire for sugar. Really being hooked on sugar or having what you might call, quote unquote, a sweet tooth. Maybe it's that you're craving social engagement. You're actually getting out of the house to make that trip, not for the sugar, but for the chance to be out among people and interact. Instead of being addicted to some particular food, maybe it's that you're trying to recreate a memory. When it comes to pizza or chips or popcorn, do they bring a sense of comfort about a certain time in your life? Instead of really enjoying a particular food, it's not the food at all. It's the memory and the time it takes you back to. Exercise. So let's really take a look at what are the biggest needle movers in terms of exercise that would create for you the biggest profit margin. Weight training with your biggest muscle groups. And that means things like using your legs, using your chest muscles, and your back muscles in compound exercises that include squats, lunges, ball bridges, and hamstring curls, instead of doing isolated exercises, and by isolated exercises, we mean using motion at one joint only, leg extension, leg curl, bicep curl, tricep press. Simple exercises that isolate just one body part rotating around one joint. Not ideal. Good machine weights, but not necessarily using all of them is a better plan. The good ones include chest press, seated row, lat pull down, a squat, or a leg press. For free weight exercises, those biggest needle movers are in the chest press, the bent over row, the bent arm pull over, squats, and lunges. What's not going to help your metabolism or help you go sleeveless is diving right in to, say, arm exercises. If you're not doing major muscle group exercises for the rest of your body, and maybe you're not really eating all that well, you're not going to see those pretty muscles underneath. So at the end of this episode, what I want to do is challenge you. Number one, to be sure you're comfortable with your own health profit margin, with taking the time for your own self-care, so that you can reach that point of not just exercising, but exercising for the better good and the bottom line, pun intended. And two, I want to challenge you to spend time only where it moves the needle most for you right now. And if you don't know what that is, then it's time to find out. If you're exhausted and you can't lose weight, it may be that you need a special program temporarily targeting your adrenal glands and getting you back on your feet, solid, full out, all energy in before you begin additional exercise on top of that. If you want to change your body composition to lose belly fat, you don't want to lose weight. You want to focus on the fat and revealing the muscles. Did you know that the most of the very things we do to lose weight backfire? And they put more weight, more fat weight on us. So I want to take you back to that quiz first and foremost, flipping50.com. Take that and determine if you need to make changes to put the business of your body first. And then if you're a fast action taker and you're listening to this before February 1st of 2018, you can still get the After 50 Fitness Formula for Women, my signature course, and the bonus Bone Health mini course for a savings of $50. The rate on this combo goes up February 1st, so it's still available. It's just not at the sweet spot price of $97. And believe me, it's worth every penny of the new rate. But my mission is to help as many women as possible, as quickly as possible. If you're not able to do private coaching, which would be best and the most amazing direct way to get your goals and your highest priority exercise, nutrition, and lifestyle habits met, then this course is the next best thing. I'll put a link to the course in the show notes, and I'll add a link about coaching in the notes. So if it is the right time for you to do private coaching, and you're a busy businesswoman who wants to focus on breaking through old habits and understand the best way to reach her fitness goals after 50, you can see how it works, who I am, and apply for a coaching spot. If you've got a question from today's podcast, submit it, leave it below the show link at flipping50.com, and join us on the Flipping 50 TV Facebook page to get all the juicy resources and links mentioned in the show notes. Visit today's episode at flipping50.com/podcast. And if you enjoy the show, please leave a rating in iTunes. It really helps. And then share this with a friend so you're surrounding yourself with a supportive community of women on the same journey. What are you waiting for? Start flipping 50 today.